preach to vision, and when they meet, you say, "Do you remember me?" "I don't remember you." "Man, oh, I know you." Just like that. So you need to increase your enthusiasm, your passion and desire for God and for God's riches and word. Riches and word is not for the world, it's for God. It's God who created diamond, gold, bauxite, manganese, timber, etc. You need to pray, you need to desire, so that God will bring you into your own realm. I have my realm, you have your realm. Maybe my realm, I'm working through knowledge, and through knowledge I'm advancing in wealth and riches. So I may give you some, but when will you cease to also to develop a better you, to be able to break through in wealth and riches, to be able to help another person? And sometimes when you are poor, it becomes like a curse. You are not on the curse, but it's like a curse. But when you are rich, sometimes you are rich and you are under a curse by God. But because the money is there, it covers your curses, even though later it will go against you. Money answers all things, the Bible says. It didn't say prayer. It didn't say speaking in tongues. It didn't say when you fast. It didn't say when you are holy. It didn't say when you are anointed. It didn't say when you break through. It didn't say when you go to America or Europe or London, Germany or Accra or Africa, anywhere. It says money answers all things. Which means don't go anywhere. Just focus on the money and pray for money and get the money and use the money and enjoy money and benefit the money. Because of money, many people have changed their nationalities. Because of money, many people have changed their surnames. Because of money, people have gone where they are not supposed to go. Because of money. Just money. But money is not any country. Why? Money is in every country. It's not where you are going. Where you live, there is money. Where you are going, there is money. There's no choice. There's no choice of looking for money, because it's out everywhere. Why? How can you get money? When you apply the principle of God's word and you do it particularly, faithfully, at the right time, when your cup is full, money will begin to overflow. The benefit of money. When you have the money, you don't beg. You don't compromise. Your yes is always yes. When you have the money. When you have the money, you stay in a very best house and a very portable, beautiful, glorious house. Very spacious house, full air conditioning, and you enjoy life because you have the money. When you don't have the money, you'll be renting houses, and that is like a poverty. Because you need to do everything to come from the realm of renting and be in the realm of your own. That's peace. But if you keep on renting for 1,000 years, when will you break the record and set the record? It is time to set up as we enter into the new year. As for the new year, it's called New Year. But you have to develop yourself from the old year and enter into the new year with a new you, a better you, a new character, a new enthusiasm, a new passion, a new lifestyle of prayer, a new desire, a new tithe, a new sowing, a new seeking consistently. You have to work on yourself. As for God, He is there. It's in the Bible, Deuteronomy 8:17-18. I will give you power to make wealth. So I have the power. So the power will produce me what? So what can I do? Through my tithe, faithfully. Through my seed, faithfully. Through my offering, faithfully. Through my holiness to God, faithfully. Through my commitment to God, to whom everywhere and I church, faithfully. Through that, then God will begin to exalt me. He begin to promote me. He begin to put me on top. When my cup is full, the blessing of the Lord is made so rich, and I have no sorrow with it. So it is time to sit up. Many of you came from villages. God put some big money in your own hand. You became like an elephant into the market. Championata. You were helping people wrongly. Because some people, when they get the money, the pride in them will arouses. When the pride in them arises, all that they find people to feed them, care for them, to control them. Yet they will never benefit anything from them. It's a demon. It's a demon. As soon as they break through with $1 billion, man, they change the way they walk. Such people, God can't lift them. You have to be on the floor till you die and go to heaven. Because God's word is against those who will seize people to bow to God, but to bow to them. God's word is against it. Who are you to have the whole world money? And people, you have to sit on people and control them. It's just a channel. It's just an opportunity that you have more than enough and you can bless one brother or sister. It's an honor. And God is watching that I've given you this. Because, you see, we have types of blessings. We have riches, which is the lower, but wealth is the higher. God may test you with riches. And when you qualify for wealth, then because you were faithful with riches, then he transports you from wealth to riches. I mean, from riches to wealth, because you have been faithful with the little he gave to you. So wealth is higher than riches. So when you are faithful with riches, then he takes you to wealth and wealth and wealth. Sometimes God is promoting us, blessing us small, but we forget God. We don't look at the way God is thinking. He checks our conduct. That if we faithfully use 1 talent or 2 talent or 5 talent, he will give us more. You are here. You need deliverance before the riches and the world come to you. If the money come big to you, the way you misbehave, even if you say the Lord will give you 4 plots and it happened the next day, the way your character will change. But village life, when you see, if you're a villager and blessing is coming, you will misbehave toward God and the authority wherever you go. The demon in you, which is the demon called pride, will arouse. As many as God can bless me, I'm very cool and very humble. I've been working on myself to remain as if he hasn't blessed me. I can pretend. No, me, I can pretend. And you will never know. Why? I'm wise, because I know where I'm going. I've been to pain. The pain I went through, lack of money, lack of school fees, and the things I went through, they are my signposts and my lessons in life. That if I misbehave, I can be what? I could be taken backward. I can bounce back. But many of you, you will pass your test and later you fail. You pass and fail. So God can't trust you. Because when God gives to you, even the way as I am anointed, if it's some people, they will control church members. Here, if you want to go, go. If you want to stay, stay. Here is free and open. Use your will. Simple. Free. No fear. No fear. So that when you go, you know the difference after 1 year. So that when so that when the redemption is mentioned or my name is mentioned, then you can salute us, in your heart. The benefit of money. Money is so good. And the Bible says, money answered all things, not some. Not only school fees, not only when you brought 1 house or 2 or more, or you buy a land. Not when you brought a mega church. It says all. It means that when you have one, God says don't focus on one. Seek him for more. When you have enough, to you is enough, but to God, what? It is not enough. He wanted to give you more, because what continues. It's a present tense word. It continues. It's a name. It's a noun, but it continues. So God can bless you. Because the letter he bless you. You are paused. You are proud. You are sitting on people. So you don't pray for more. You depend on the letter you have. You will never have the word. You will never have the word. Because the way God gave you a car, 2 cars and this, you are bossy. You think you have arrived. You are on top of the moon and Mountain Everest. So you are fine. No. He wanted to bless you more than enough. He wanted to give you more than you have acquired. He wanted to live more than. What World doesn't have a peak, doesn't have a summit, doesn't have an apogee, doesn't have a dimension. What? Keep on growing and growing and growing. When God begins to give to you, faithful is he who has called you and who also will do it. It's continuous tense. He will do it every day. It is time. How many of you desire money, desire riches, and desire what? Say, Lord, help me, show me. Maybe my character has caused me lose the blessing. Lord, give it to me. I've changed my character. I know I'll not misbehave again. Father, change my spiritual status from worse to better, from grass to grace, from hardness to sweetness, from bitter to sweet life. From today, come and say, I am anointed. Work on your character. When God elevates you with wealth and riches, don't control human being. How many of you I pay school fees by the grace of God and then I've been controlling you? I've been calling you that do this. If you don't do this, I'll kill you. No. I pretend as if I don't know you. Because what I did it for the Lord, not for you. You can't reward me. It is God who will reward me. I am nice with you when I see you, but I didn't help you. I gave it to God, the God in your heart. And that is what? That is wisdom. You don't control the human being. I'm repeating it again. It's a prophetic, but you don't know. I know all of you. I know some of you, your behavior. God can reveal to me in a hour that he can't cause you to arise. God, when blessing comes to me, I can pretend. Somebody can give me 20,000 and I'll come and preach the way I preach. You will never know. It's a blessing, but thank God for everything. Yes. Somebody can give me 1,000 and the same day I can come and preach to few people, sweat 4 hours, and I'll go back. But if it's some of you, you will not even come to church. The money will take you to where you are not supposed to go. I am always found in the temple, and yet God is blessing me. Check your character. Work on yourself. You may maltreat me and say, pastors are poor. Pastors did this are not poor. Those days, pastors are poor. God has broken that hedge. This is prophet, archbishop. Pastors are very rich. As long as he has a gift and he has the anointing, he knows how to talk. Oh, money will come. As long as he can solve people's problem and fast for them to God wherever they are around the globe, and they see that what they pray for has been answered, they'll give you the money. That's how human beings are. You solve people's problem with your stomach and with your knees and with your mouth. It is time to work on yourself. You think I stand here 4 hours, it's waste. It's not a waste. God will bless me for that. Bless my wife for that. Bless my biological children for that. And bless my spiritual sons and daughters also for that. So that's it. Our year of what? Our year of wealth is coming. Our time is 9:30 p.m. of 2019, 31st night. Our year of wealth. Wealth is coming. It is time. Focus on this one. 2 Corinthians 8:9. You put it there. 2 Corinthians 8:9. You write it and you write 2 Corinthians 9:8. First is, I've given you first point, second point, maybe you didn't know. I gave you when there is no money. Number 1. Number 2, I gave you the benefit of money. And number 3, I'm giving you 2 Corinthians 8:9 and 2 Corinthians 9:8. So we are reading 2 Corinthians 8:9 and later we'll read 2 Corinthians 9:8 to support what I said before we may what? Proceed. Let's read on. 1 to go. For ye know the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, that though he was rich, yet for your sakes he became poor, that ye through his poverty might be rich. So where is the riches? Jesus was rich, but because of you, he became poor for you. He took your poverty and he gave you his riches. Now where is the riches? Why? It is in your spirit. Why can't you become rich? Because why? You lack understanding, you lack knowledge, you lack wisdom, you lack discretion. You don't know who you are. And sometimes people are looking for a better job to become rich, but sometimes it's not a better job. Hard work. Any good work is work, but the hard work brings what? Success at the right time when your cup is full. I have been here, this place over 18 years. Many people have come and gone. I'm still here, and yet God has transported, transfigured, metamorphosed me in world realities. Like what He told you to do, you keep on hammering till a change, revival, renewal comes. You don't run away. You fail in maths, you keep on recite till you pass. That is success. But if you say you not write the maths, you are a failure. But since you are not giving up and you are still reciting, then you are a successful person. And one day it will hit. That is how we serve God. So wherever you are located, to work in the bank, in any company, stay there and work hard. Promotion is coming, success is coming, marriage is coming, cars are coming, favor is coming, lands are coming, brothers are coming, aeroplanes are coming, grace is coming, your children are coming, promotion is coming. God is about to lift you, it's about to honor you. It is your season and your time to be the head, not the tail, and above nobody. God is saying, money is coming. So can you make it 16 for me? Thank you very much. Our year of a world is coming. 2020 is our year of a world. God wanted to see all of you here being wealthy from January to 31st December 2020. But every day you keep on counting money. You keep on counting, not just small money. Like right now they made 100 Ghana as one note, 200 Ghana as one note. If you lost it, your nose will go. Because it's a heavy. If it's fancy, so don't worry. If you twist it, the other one, they are small boys. But if it's brown and green, and the bundles will be the browns, and then the green ones, and then other ones, 100 bundles. They will send you Western Union, and you go and cash. They will bring the bundle, and then the face of the cashier will vanish. And then they will look for polythene bag, black polythene bag, and brown paper. The bankers, their polythene bags are brown, black, and whatever. And then you'll be loading. And whilst you are going, you are looking back if a thief will be following you. Every load. Because when you cash too much money, you create attention in the bank hall. All of those who are cute, they turn and start looking at you. Tell them. And then when you take so much money, it attracts the cashiers. Please, Mr. Sagoe, we wanted to ask you, what are you've opened an account in a bank? And I said, oh, please, I haven't opened any bank in your whatever you are. Oh, please. And then, Mr. Sagoe, can you open an account so that at least you put some money? Oh, on you. You see, taking all the money, it pays them. It was 2020, that's how it will be. You go to all the bank, you go to ADB, you go to any bank, wherever you go, you are cashing or you are depositing. You become a center of attraction. Blessing of the Lord is maker to rich and have no sorrow with it. God is lifting you. God is bringing the power back. The power in the redemption power. The power of water. The power of riches. The power of well-being. The power of plentifulness, the power of abundance, vulnerable possessions are coming. The power of billionaire is coming. I'm seeing billionaires in this temple. Billionaires, arise and shine. Your light has come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon you. For darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But God's glory and God's favor shall be seen in you. Gentiles shall come to your light, and all kings shall come to the brightness of your time. It is time in Isaiah 61, 1 to 20, to arise in riches, to arise in prosperity, arise in the plentiful, survivable possessions. It is time to arise in your well-being. God is lifting you. Money is coming. Money is coming. It is in the air. Catch the money. Catch the anointing for money. Anointing for prosperity. Anointing for wealth. Anointing for super abundance. Anointing for grace and favor. It is time. Come and say, I am in my season. Come and say, I am in my time. Come and say, I am in my dispensation to be on my topmost top. Come and say, I am on the Apochi mountain. Come and say, poverty, bye-bye. Come and say, riches, I welcome you. I open the door of riches into my life. Riches, I open my door to enter. Say it. Riches, I open my door to enter. Lord, I open my door to enter. Grace, I open my door to enter. Well-being, I open the door to enter. Oh, plentiful, valuable possessions. Oh, I open my door to enter. Come and say, riches, enter. What? Enter into my bedroom. You are worshiping him. It is understanding you need. You need the understanding, my brother. You need the understanding. It's understanding that has caused you to know that it is a season and the time and hour for you to become who you are. You can't afford to remain where you were and who you are for many years now without being on your peak, without being on your summit, without being on your plateau, without being on your approaching mountaintop. God, I see angels distributing riches and reward to every one of you. It's happening. God is changing you from the realm of poverty and struggling into the realm of riches and wealth. It has started from today. A new chapter, a new page, a new door, a new atmosphere has been created for you to be under. You are going to arise and shine. It has started from tonight. You desire. It is the will of God to gather riches. He died for you. He took your poverty and gave for rich. Where is the rich? Where is the rich? He has already taken your poverty. Where is the rich? Now the riches have been activated. The riches of God in you have been activated by the power of God in you. Oh, thank you. We give you glory. We give you honor and adoration. We'll continue. Thank you very much. You may be seated in the power of wealth and riches. Thank you for your understanding. It's Bible. I'm not preaching myself. I'm preaching what God is saying. When I stand here, I don't preach myself. It's about God, the kingdom. So we are reading 2 Corinthians 8:9 again. Then you will have a better understanding again. 1 to go. For ye know the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, that though he was rich, yet for your sakes, not if he's sick, then it's only one person. 6 means every one of you. He became what? Poor. That ye through what? His what? Poverty. What? Might be what? Put your hands on your chest. Say, I activate what Jesus has already given to me. 2019 years ago, he gave me riches. 2000 years ago, he gave me riches. Come and say, I take my portion of riches and wealth, prosperity, And every day, pray about it every day. Every day, pray. And sow seed and target your tithe. And then your seed and offering. Target it. Have a physical, a measure of amount of money that you give to God, maybe mentally. And don't keep all the money. We say, Ecclesiastes 11 verse 1. He said, well, cast your bread upon the waters, and you shall receive it what? After many days. If you don't cast, more will not come. Now give me 2 Corinthians 8:9. First is 8:9. Now you are going to 9:8. Okay, so give me 9:8. This is just the introduction. 1 to go. And God is able. This is the word able. Is able to make you wealthy, rich, or whatever. He's able. Come and say, He's able. 1 to go. And God is able to make all grace abound toward you, that ye always having all sufficiency in all things may abound to every good work. God says He has given you all grace abound toward you. And number 2, He has given you all sufficiency in all things. All sufficiency. He says all sufficiency in all things. All and all. So which means when God gives to you, don't say it's enough. I had a pastor friend somewhere. We went to him years ago with my wife and children to visit him years ago. He said, oh, he been praying, asking God for a car, this, so this time he doesn't want to worry him. I say, you don't want to worry him. But why did he put in the Bible, Matthew 7:7-8, he said, ask, seek, and knock. Me, I will hold him. If he's passing, I will hold his cloth, I will tear his dress. Jesus, turn to me, I will fast to draw his attention. If you have Jesus, you have everything. If I see Jesus is here, it's coming right now here. I should not worry him. I will worry him. So if I don't worry, why did he bring me on earth? I also have to worry him. Daddy Jesus, I'm suffering. Please help me. That's all. And I think maybe he's a helper's officer. Maybe he doesn't know much about Bible. Maybe he has been here to pray before, but I don't know why. He said, you will not worry him again. You will not worry him. Then you will suffer. And look to. Look at my prophetic haircut. All is seeking with the oil around it. Look at my height, as if I am 25 years old boy. Always younger. I don't grow old. That's life. My body might be aged, but I refuse to grow old. Me, I have a very strong prophetic haircut. That haircut, this is a rich man coming. With my big eyes. Big eyes, big one. If I cast the eye on you, it becomes like DVD. Everything that is going on. Again and again and again. 2 Corinthians 9:8. Last one. 1 to go. And God is able to make all grace abound toward you, that ye always having all sufficiency in all things may also abound to every good work. Which means any work you do, the prosperity will affect it. What? Which is the grace of affect it. To have it all sufficiency in all things. English. It's like totalism. It's like what? Totalism. It's all and all. To have all and have all. Never say enough. If you build one house, it's not enough. Some people, when you are saying with them and say, oh, I want to buy a land, say, oh, don't buy land. Look at the way I've suffered. Maybe, if you marry a man who has a vision and you don't have the vision, that's how you may talk like that. Naomi told Ruth, don't follow me home, because I can't marry and give birth again to grow up for you to marry him. So, and Ruth said, I will follow you. Your people will be my people. Where you lie, I will lie. I will leave you today. Other one may leave you. But for me, I will not leave you. So don't leave Jesus. Your people will be my people. Where you lie, I will lie. Where you go, I will go. And lo and behold, through that, she got husband. She married to Boaz, and Boaz gave birth to Jesse, and Jesse gave birth to David, and through David, Jesus came out. Imagine if the root couldn't follow Naomi. Jesus, there's no way it could have come. Your Jesus is coming. Your Jesse, your David, and Jesus. Because keep on following Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith. You may lose something in the past, but don't hold on to the past. Keep pressing. There's a better you. There's a better environment, a better marriage, a better work engagement, a better. I mean business. When I consider holiness, prayer, fasting, faithfulness, doing all that I have to do, and praying for more anointing every day on me. Today I pray for anointing. Lord, take the stale oil away and give me a fresh oil. I quickly got to the stale oil and brought a new, like a car with the old oil. 4 or 5 months later, you have to throw out the old oil. And it came upon me. Wow. The next thing I desire is riches and wealth. Because if you don't have it, no matter how anointed you are, people will never respect you. I'm going to desire more money, more cars, more burdens. I'm going to use of God to support to build the mega church. President Nana Akufo-Addo is building cathedral by what? 5,000 seat auditorium. We do what? 6,000. He is going here. We are going here. 6,000. Nanado will use the state money, but we will use the heavenly money. You are here. You know that 6,000 will be ready very soon. We'll have about more than 8 or 9 or 10 roads, perfect road. It become a whole nation. What to say? Apart from an anointing, the next thing is money. Because if you don't have the money and you don't use it to buy a dress to wear, no matter how anointed you are, no human being in the church even can respect you. They will say he's very, very, very powerful man of God, though. But look at his children. May God forbid. Look at the way they dress. I don't know. Maybe there's a curse on them. May God, that's what people can say. And also, when you have the money, you tell the members when to come to office. But if you don't have the money, when they are about 6 and 2, they know that they are opening some bank and whatever they are coming. So, amazing. Oh, yeah. The presence of the person will influence you, whether you are tired or not, because you wanted Alajan. Alajan or what? Alajan. Now, from English to French. You see, when money comes, even your English is accumulated. When money comes, your accent, all the old vocabs you have forgotten, they begin to arouse. But when money is not there and you are talking, sometimes you will stammer. Why? You are not the stammer, but you are under tension, high tension. And it creates that stamina. And you cannot talk well. When you are talking, you are shaking because you have been on this pressure. When money is there, you talk with authority. You say, next. Just like that. Next. So please, desire money. 2020, money all the way. No one will be feeble in money. All of you will be strong in money. Bible says, when you have the money, money becomes your strong city, your defense. But if you don't have the money, you become, when you are poor, he said, when you are poor, the poverty will destroy you. May God forbid that next year, 2020, no one will be sick because of poverty, but all of you will be strong because of wealth and riches. When you have the money, it becomes your strong city. Because if you don't have the money, you are staying in somebody's uncompleted apartment. I've been there before. They can come to your bedroom anytime they want. They are coming to put a charm, mess you up. They can even, they told my wife, come on to. I was there and they said they are bringing another person, come and live with us. 3 bedroom, they said they are bringing another person, come and live with us. And my wife says, no. And then the man called me on the phone. He said, catch your wife and I can. It pained me. I haven't heard this from him before. He said, Lord, I know we are brothers. Very soon I know. As soon as we finish in 3-4 years, we got about 4 rooms. Pow! Bye-bye. I don't talk to him again. If you don't have the money, you'll be a beggar to people. Prominent woman, great man. Na baya akoda nkofenyi utitsia woto wakasa him by heart. But if you have the money, wakasa what to sub you. So money is coming. Right now, I've been ministering from January to this time. I don't prophesy that people have come, so I get the money. No. I minister as the Holy Spirit wanted me to do. Freely, whatever. The focus. Sometimes my wife will tell me for 6 months, first offering, second offering, it's not like the first. I say, please don't focus on offering. It's not offering that cares for us. Focus on Jesus. And I want it. Don't talk about the offering again. Huh? When money comes, when my father's house, they go to canoe and then they catch more fish. And you are begging them for fish, then they use their cap hat to cover their face. They won't even mind you. And then when they sell money and the next day they are walking on the street of the hometown, they walk like this. As if one leg is taller than the other. One day they just the other is a seaman or whatever. So you see, money can let you walk in a certain way. You go and ask a revenue man. When the money was around, he walked some majestic, somewhere. You see, when you have the money, it raises your brains. Or relax. Oh my, a show. Obiara from. Oh jam. So money is coming. It's coming home. It's a season. God doesn't want anybody in this temple or committed to God as a Christian or child of God in the redemption to be poor. Poverty is over. Riches and water are begun with you from today. Amen. So give it to me. What is word? It's a noun. It's a noun. So you give me the first point. Okay, first whatever definition about word from the English, from the Oxford English from England, on the phone, on my phone. It means what? Want to go? An abundance of variable possessions or money. So word also means money. So open your heart and consume, have strong passion for it. Not the worldly side of chasing money, or not ill-gotten word. Prosperity toward the kingdom of God. Or when you have it, you use some to support the work of God. An abundance of variable possessions or money. Abundance through that money. Because money can come into your life and make you great. And if you have the, because some will say, oh, I'm praying to get a capital to start my business, capital to start my this and that, whatever. You don't need a carpenter. Biblically, the carpenter you need is what? Wisdom. You need knowledge. You need understanding to be there so that when money comes to meet the knowledge, wisdom, understanding into bracket idea. The idea must come to be with you for many years. Then through that you will hatch, go through the process of incubating. And then you say, Lord, and I need this amount of money to accomplish this idea. But if you say carpenter, money, and it comes, and there's no idea, you will do trial and error. This some charcoal, this some tomato, this some pepper, this some milk, this and that, and then everything is gone. Because he didn't pray for idea. So idea is higher than what? Than money. Because they all are important, but the first thing first, idea first. Idea is the prophetic. It must come to you to tell you the mind of God before you are compelled to pray for money. Other than that, you will spend the money on money, you will consume it, vanquish, and you squander. You buy shoes and dresses, and it's gone. So it's what? The first point is what? An abundance of valuable possessions on money. Many. So then money comes into your life and money will stand somewhere. You will never know. It will stand, money is Jesus. He will stand somewhere. You say, wow. When I came into the life of this man, this woman, for 5 years, they have used me to build houses, buy cars, and even build a church for God. Wow. I'm going to empower them and bless them more. So then the money will say, money is a spirit. When they are doing mining, they hear that more they see the gold and they are catching, more the gold will be going sometimes. It's like a spirit. So when it comes upon you and God filled you with that money, and through that money is coming, you use it to help people in the church where the people of God are supposed to help you. Now you are rather helping them so that you will get more. So that because money comes, when it comes, you don't use to accomplish the right purpose. Bible says it will turn into a bird and it will fly away. It will go. It will never come back again. Because you did not make proper use of the money in that case. Rather you are buying dresses. When I was brought in, I was wearing oversized suit to come and preach. That time you haven't come. You could have laughed at me. Wearing any dress, and I was even joyful. As soon as I finished, completed the hair now for dresses. So I could roam the whole Accra looking for a shop that they sell suits. So I can take about 5 or 10 just to wear for you to know that I am rich. So give me the next point. Is what? It says, it's what? The state of being rich. You keep it. Or what? Material prosperity. When money comes, riches come, and then you use money to build houses and buy cars and invest, and then do all kinds of investment, whatever, technical know-how, and then you support the work of God, the more will be coming, so that it doesn't die out. Money will die out when you sit on it and you chop it alone. It will die. You will help some few people. Even when you give 10,000, the person that you give 10,000, he will be crying. But you don't cry because you have the money. You have hit him or her. Her. The day you give her that money, him that money, he or she will be praying for you alone. Lord bless him. Lord bless him. I went everywhere. Nobody helped me. But you use him. You use her. So money is good. And where you are asleep and you are tired, people will be praying for you. Those you pay school fees, those you help with money. And a prayer of somebody who's below, a prayer of a Christian who is weak in money and has gotten little from you, he prays for you. Bible says God hears that prayer and answers you. So be careful. When you get them, don't sit on them as you being the final owner. The final owner is Jesus. Use it wisely. Other than that, it's fly away. Many have gotten money. I've seen them in life. Now, they don't have even one Ghana. They keep repeating their old dresses, and now they have learned their lessons. But when will this money come back? the power is going to come back again. The power is going to come back again from this time forth into 2020. And very soon, your turnaround has begun. Come and say, I am powerful. Thank you very much. So it says the state of being rich or what? Material prosperity. Give me the third one. 1 to go. Is what? Plentiful surprise of a particular resource. Something you establish as a company, but later it yield you more. It could be a church, it could be kingdom business, it could be your own natural company, whatever, diamond or whatever company. And then later it's a small company. It grew and produced you more. Wow. It's a school you attend the degree upon degree before PhD and also PhD. To that degree, you find a job and you earn 20,000 every month. You kept that money out for 2 years. You became very rich. Plentiful surprise of what? A particular resource. So money, it's not prayer, it's not fasting, it's money. It's not like I am believing God. No. Whatever you can do to change your status, you have to do it. So give me the next one. Number 3 or 4. Number 5 is what? What? Plentiful supply of a particular desirable thing. Something you desire to achieve. So then you worked on yourself and the breakthrough came and then you were able to accomplish your desire. Excuse me. That's number 4. Plentiful supply of a particular desirable thing. Something you have desired to achieve. And it came to pass when you maintain your desire through that plentiful supply. Plenty things came, but you use it to accomplish your desired dream. Some people, the plenty will come, and they have forgotten that they wrote in their notes, in their book, that when the money comes, he will do this, they will go and do the opposite, and it will pain God. I'm in the spirit. When money comes, the first and tithe. People sending money all over the world, so they are there. So this morning, when I was praying, between 11 and 12, I finished praying from 9:32 to 10:30. I went and took all of them and took tithe. Some of them, they are in Western Union. I haven't got on it. Some too is a phone. They send it on phone. So I can't have it. So I write it quickly. And I tone the papers, whatever, so the hand. And then some too I write that at the envelope. This is the amount. So I'm taking tithe. So now I call my son to help me to take tithe. And so now to take tithe maybe 2,189. So I'll make it 2,200 or 500. And then I can easily take my tithe. What I'm doing this so that I become rich. I don't focus on him. I focus on his principle. God operates with what? Principle. If WAEC is to promote you from SHS to what? To varsity. They consider what? The principle. What you did. Did you do it to suit their whatever? Their marks. And then whatever they call it. So when you are serving God, don't look at him too much. Look at what the word has told you to do. Look at the principle. If you ignore the principle, say, Lord have mercy. He will not have mercy on you. Because you operate through the Bible. Don't put the Bible aside and say, Lord, as for you are merciful. What the he will hear it. Thank you very much. And we wanted to give you a quotation that will help you. Our year of world, that's the topic we are treating. We explain from the English. Remember, no matter how many English we may speak, it's still not our real language. Our real language is the Ghanaian languages. And in Ghana, we have 250 languages, including Ewe, Gan, Fanti, Itri, and whatever. We have many of them, and they are beautiful. So this, if you're speaking Gan, you can speak Gan more than the English, no matter what. Because you got it from birth. Hallelujah. Our year of word. So we are reading Proverbs 6:31, but we are beginning from 30 to 31. We are using Bible to support the team. That you know that everything is in the Bible. Some churches don't believe in money. They don't believe in what? Some even don't believe in prophetic ministry. Some came on GTV years ago, and then they said that in their church at Kanesh Elia, they don't believe in prophecy. So then you are lost. So they have taught the members not to go for any church that they prophesy, because it's not of God. Jesus entered Jerusalem and he read the gate of Jerusalem. So, oh, Jerusalem, God sent you a prophet. You did not listen when he was reading it at the entrance of Jerusalem. You did not obey the prophet. And now you are about to take this prophet and kill him instead of to obey him and do what is right. He was giving what? A prophetic word. He was carrying the cross and he fell down. And the woman came around, gave him water to drink. He said, Jesus, we are praying for you. God is with you. He says, he is a green tree that the soldiers were able to break. They are dry tree. He said, pray for you and your children, not for him. And for him, he knows where he's going. But you, a time is coming, all of you will suffer. He came to save them, but your people have rejected him. So Jesus had his season, and the people of God to have their season. But Jesus came to change their season from dry tree into a neem tree, into tree with water, a green tree. Still, they did not accept him as a Messiah or as a prophet. If you can listen to what I'm saying with the prophetic contour line, your life will be different. I've given my children prophecies for 2020. I'm giving her own to her. I've setting her down November ending. I told her, or December, though they sow your seed, God, you have a bright future. The second born, I give it to her. The last born, I give it to her. Mommy too, I give it to her. And the church too, I've written that only my own. That one is just about 3 letter words or 3 lines. That one, I don't know. They are with me. My own is Matthew 25, about 5 virgins went to heaven and 5 couldn't go. I used to preach. That's my own. Your own is about to come. Your own connect to this one and the one I'm about to tell you one by one. From the Lord. Come and say, I am blessed. Thank you very much. So let's read Proverbs 6, 30 and 31. Give it to me. Let's read 31 to go. Men do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy his soul when he is angry. So when somebody has stolen from you in the spirit, it is time to cry, bind that demon, and go for your money. Because 2 Corinthians 8:9 says, God took your poor and gave you rich. Though he was rich, but he became poor. For your sake, he became poor, that ye through his poverty, you might be rich. Just rich. So you cannot afford for the enemy to steal that thing from you and you become poor. No. Men do not despise a thief if he steals. That's King James, but English says if he steals to satisfy his soul when he's angry. They will still get him and kill him. Accra, when they catch a thief, they can kill him because the police slow to judge. They can use blog and things to kill a person because they are tired of a thief, whereby the system might become whatever, and then you'll be stealing. Everybody's working on, even on the street in the scorching sun, and you go and steal, they'll kill you. Everybody's on the street to work. Why don't you work? Work. Through that work, money will come. You go and steal, they'll kill you. So let's read 31. Want to go? Help me. But if the thief be found, he shall restore what? 7-fold. He shall give all the substance of his house. You see, when somebody has stolen, they don't catch him. Next time they catch even a different person who has stolen earlier, they say he stole all of them. So the enemy has stolen your gold, your diamond. It is time to pray, to command the enemy to vomit a snake that has swallowed the gold and diamond in the book of Job. It's now to command and press the belly of the snake to vomit your gold. It is time. And when you pray tonight, God will hear your prayer and great things are yet to happen. Come and say, I am anointed. Because you are anointed, anything we say, heaven will back you up. Whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Whatever you loose on earth shall be loose on heaven. That is the principle. So definitely the world and riches are yours. They are coming. Thank you very much. So whatever the enemy has stolen, how could one person have the whole world money and you don't have some? And you are suffering, which means yours, somebody has stolen because of your laziness, because maybe oversleeping. Maybe you gave birth to a child, you slept on a child, and then you killed your child and went and made an exchange. The exchange is your child. That's your gold. And they want to, King Solomon, he had to judge and give you your gold back. It is time for God to, it is time. Prosperity is a spiritual thing. Anointing is a spiritual thing. If I tell you how we see and how we tell you things, sometimes you are aware, you're not aware, it will marvel you. It's a spiritual thing. Human being is a spirit. And God download prophetic ministry into a spirit to say some things that sometimes is dangerous. Sometimes I control myself. Okay, let's go to Psalm 119, verse 14. Psalm 119, verse 14. Let's read on. I have rejoiced in the way of thy testimonies, as much as in all riches. You can come and stand, some can come and say, oh, God has done this for me. But it's not riches. God has done it for me. Oh, I gave birth to a son. Hey, I'm happy. Meanwhile, he's still living in poverty. I have 4 children. Oh, prophet said I'll give birth to 2 boys and 2 girls. Oh, nice, has happened. But still, poverty, he couldn't testify about what? Poverty. Which means if I testify about your marriage and your baby, it is time to testify about what? About riches. Oh, my business went down. When he prayed for me, prophet, everything went on smoothly. So I'm thanking God. He didn't mention that you have gotten 1 billion. You are becoming billionaire. And you accept 4. So you give it to me again. 1 to go. I have rejoiced in all the way of thy testimonies, as much as in all riches. Which means you need to rejoice in your heart, your testimonies, things that enemy planned and God took you out. Accident, problem, TB, whatever, and God saved you. But all this while, you couldn't mention about riches. He said, this time, you are also going to testify about what? About riches. So come and say, I am ready. Say, next year, January, I will be the first person to testify about riches in the ministry here. Come and say, I am blessed. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. So be very careful. Don't come and testify about, you had a diarrhea and it went. But what about the money? You nearly had a praying crash, but so we'll clap. But what about the money? God has saved you, but where's the money? Money answers all things. Let's go to Proverbs 10, verse 15. Proverbs 10, 15. Let's read on. 1 to go. The rich man's word is what? His strong city. The destruction of the poor is what? It's their poverty. Rich man's word is what? His strong city. So when you are wealthy, you have what? Strong city around you. What? Because you are burdened. It's Bible. It's Bible. Be serious, though. Me, I said all the way long, I've been a poor person, and I've come out of it. I will never go there again. Rich all the way, prosperity all the way, long life all the way, grace of God all the way. I shall not die, but to live to see the glory of God. I am a family who will serve the Lord. Joshua 24, verse 14. Thank you very much. Again and again and again there. Thank you. The rich man or rich woman's word. Rich man's word is what? Is his word. Her strong city. His strong city. The destruction of the poor is their poverty. What destroys a man is what? What? Poverty. Not demons, not witches, but because deprived, no ventilation, poverty, staying close to rubbish, damp hill. No medical care, Holy Ghost medical care. No water to bath 2 times a day, can't pay bill, whatever. Think about it. Just a care to the hospital, whatever, and he's okay. Oh, he'll go. I saw a man at Kasua. Something has grown on his ear. Big one. If you have seen him, something has grown on his ear. His manhood. Big one. If you can see that man. Big one. And he was also madman. The thing has grown. So goiter or something like that. Big one. And it's just going. No family member to take him to hospital. They can car. Human being. And he can be like this. Pow. Give it to me again. Give it to me again. Proverbs what? 10 words. 15. 1 to go. Again. Give it to me. The rich man's word is what? Say it. Want to go? Keep this in your spirit. You may write it, but let this one, only this one, Proverbs 10:15, let it stay with you. And hammer it and say, what? Ah! That's why if you are giving tithe, you shouldn't cry. Laugh. The enemy will do everything that is easy. Take it. Amen. Illuminate poor so that power. May God forbid. We seed, give it to God. Even if it's 2 cities, no, you seed the soul. When you finish eating, no hope. But if you sow some, there's hope. I've eaten some, I've sowed some. So there's hope with your faith. I mean that God will use it to whatever, to open doors for you. But if you will consume it, because God wanted connection. Yeah, thank you. Give me Proverbs 30:15-16, and then left to the last one, and then we'll give you the point and pray. Thank you very much. 1 to go. Our time is 10:16 p.m. of 2019, 31st watch night. 1 to go. The horse leak, okay, had 2 daughters, crying, give. There are 3 things that are never satisfied. You say, yea, 4 things I say not. It is enough. Which means, keep giving. And when you give and it comes, don't say it is what? Enough. Horse ledge. This leech or leech, what are ye? Okay, foundationally. Talking about people who are like parasites in some people's life. They are parasites that when they like a worm can depend on a different worm to suck blood. So there are people too, they can, when you are rich, they can get close to you to suck your riches, and then they become rich and then you are poor. It says, so horse ledge has 2 daughters crying, give. There are 3 things that are never satisfied. He said, there are 3 things that can't satisfy you. He said, no, not even 3. He said, 4. It says, even say not 4. Say not 4. More. He says, it is enough. So it means that keep crying and say, give. Keep crying, because the more you give, the more you excel. But the less you give, it's like when you cease to give, that is where something will come to absorb your blood, which is your money. The enemy operates when you are not doing the right thing. The enemy is opposite. First, God could tell the prophets in the Bible, kill a donkey, kill an animal, and burn it for me. This time God has rejected this one. And then witch doctors and the devil have gone for killing a donkey for charm. God said, don't kill anything again. His son had become a donkey, in quote, a sheep, and kill for you. So this time, bring your offering, like an offering or whatever, and give it to God. Offering could be anything, but if it becomes money, fine. But don't burn anything. Don't burn the offering like a sheep or a goat. If you burn, demons will be coming. Because there is a demon that is operating with the Old Testament. Some things in the Old, God doesn't use them again. So you need to consider this one, that learn to give. The only way you can give, not outside, give in the church. If you don't want to have any program, give in the church. If you can give outside, then you have the second eye. You can know that they are good and bad. This is bad, this is good. But if you don't know that they are good and bad, then put it in an offering bowl. And you are not giving to the church or pastor. You are giving to God. That's what I've been doing. I came with my offering. I'll give Thanksgiving offering, something good. It's from I love to give to him because he's been helping me. Sometimes I forget my offering. Last Sunday I forgot my offering. When I went to the office, at the salon, take it and put it in the offering bowl. Since you go to the offering bowl, I know it has gone to you. Fiscally, it's a fiscal money in the church, for the church or bank, but I want to add my faith because he always stands beside the offering bowl. We need to operate Bible all the time. He watches everything, whether we love him. So we should not allow anything. Let's give. You give it to me again. Give. Never say what. It is enough. So when you give, and God is blessing you, keep giving and get more. You know that what you are doing is what is bringing you all of these blessings. So if you stop it, whatever. Thank you very much. May God bless you. Thank you. And give me verse 16. Oh, I see 16 there. Okay, give me 16. Want to go. The grave. Look at the grave. Look at another one. The grave. Let's go on. Want to go. The grave and the barren womb. The earth that is not filled with water. And the fire that saith not, it is enough. It means that even grave, nonsense grave, even has been taking people to the grave. Even grave try to take some people who are nasty to the grave. They are praying blaster, and people will sit in front of the bonnet, car bonnet, front car, and then they will die, and whatever they go. Grave has opened its mouth. It could be spiritual or physical to get the wrong ones, not you or I. Even they keep taking people. Okay, some people. Okay, give it to me. He said the grave and the barren womb. Barren womb means barren land or barren hole. Say the earth. Now he mentioned earth. All are earth. So what? That is not filled with water. It's not filled with water. It's empty grave and empty barren whatever. It is there, barren land or whatever. Barren hole. Womb. It says, and the fire that saith not. And even fire that can kill people, fire outbreak can take away life. It says what? It is what? Enough. So it is time. It is time for you to not say enough. Well, if they can say enough, you shouldn't say enough. If they can say enough that they are taking more people to the grave and then barren land and hole or fires kill people, and they say it is enough, you shouldn't say it's a figurative expression for you to understand from the first one. So when God is blessing you, maintain, don't be bossy and don't be proud. He checks our conduct because he wanted to give you riches first. And when you qualify to take care of the riches, to use them wisely, then he transports you into what? What is the finest? You have the money, and God will not change his mind. And then even then, you should still maintain good attitude with God and with your neighbor. Because we say A is blessed, but B is not blessed. And the fact that you are helping the B doesn't mean that you have to control him and then make sure, let you know that you are more human being than him. No, you have to use wisdom. So thank you very much, thank you very much, thank you. Hallelujah. Thank you. Last one, Psalm 112, verse 3. But we are reading from 1 to 3, so you have a better understanding. And from then we finish, and I will prophesy from the Holy Ghost unto you one by one. I'm crazy for Jesus. So be awake, because we are crossing over. We are sacrificing to be awake to get good things. Psalm 112, verse 1 to 3. The focus is verse 3. We are beginning from so that you can have a better understanding. 1 to go. Praise ye the Lord. Blessed is the man that feareth the Lord. If it's man, you make it a woman. If a woman, because women are many than men, so you use man to represent both the man and the woman. So always you read and see man in the Bible, you make it a woman if you're a woman. So praise ye the Lord. Blessed is the man that feareth the Lord, that delighted greatly in his word. Commandment, who loves. So it begins somewhere. For God to bless you is this indication. For God to bless you is a man who fears the Lord, who fears him, who loves him, who obeys his commandments greatly. So you need to remember there's something that you should be doing now. Power, and God will give you what you wanted. Okay, give me verse 2. Want to go. His seed, which means his generation, his children shall be mighty upon earth. The generation of the upright, of the righteous person shall be blessed, because the person fears God. That's the first one. He fears God, he obeys God very well. Okay, continue. Want to go. Wealth and riches shall be in his house, and his righteousness endure forever. This one, he hasn't sold any money, he hasn't given anything, he hasn't fasted, but because he fears God. Give me verse 1 again. Verse 1 again. Want to go. Praise ye the Lord. Blessed is the man that feareth the Lord. Number 2, that delighted greatly in his commandment. He obeys the Bible. He wishes to read Bible every day, either morning or evening. Joshua 1 verse 8. Study this word morning and evening, night and day. You study to live according to, then it gives you the fear of God. Give me the verse 3 again. The verse 3, want to go. Wealth and riches. So we have wealth and we have riches. Shall be in his house or her house, and his or her righteousness endureth forever. So the fear of God can give you everything. He's very humble. He's very being humble is not a fool. You know who you are. The word of God says, the one who humbles himself, God will exalt him, and the one who is proud to God will bring him. So you should know that pride is not good. You should work on yourself and deliver self. There's a way you could be bold. The fact that you are bold doesn't mean that you are proud. So when people are talking, you check them, you study them. So think about it. So what riches shall be in your house? So from 2020, what will be in your house? From January 2020, what will be in your bedroom, will be in your kitchen, will be in your home, will be in everywhere. Bible says in the book of Job, it says, we shall lay gold as what? As dust. Lay gold as dust. In the book of Job, when you read Job 14, it says we shall lay what? Gold. I wish you could open that place to read. I don't have time. Job 22. 24. Okay, give it to me. He says Job 22 to 24. Let's go there just to support this one. I mean, we thank God for Bible scholars here. Want to go? Then shalt thou lay up gold as dust, and the gold of Ophir as the stones of the books. So come and say, I will lay gold as dust. Write it, and make it into bracket to support whatever. So that I'm going to explain it. He has given the vivid quotation, this one for evening. Our time is almost 10:30 p.m. Keep Job, not Job 24, 22. It's 22, 24. So you keep it with you, and then you learn Job 24. Then it stays. I will lay God as dust. 22, 24. Then it stays. You study that, then your eyes, your heart, your spirit becomes familiar with the verse. Come on. Then it stays with you. So anytime you are praying, you are quoting, you can easily quote it to whatever. So we shall lay gold as dust. It means that where does dust stay? Where? I'm asking you, where does dust stay? Where? Where? Okay, who can tell me? Where does dust stay? Where? Oh, I'm asking you, who can raise their hands and tell me? Oh, maybe. So you don't know where dust can stay? Because you think maybe, I say your hand, show your hand. They are afraid. They know that they think I will be Azan. You see, they think I have something different. Well, these people, they study me. They don't want to come to TV that the prophet will pick you, and so your friends the next day they will tease you, whatever. Okay, dust is on the floor, but again, where does dust stay again? Where? Your bedroom, under your bed, you can mop, still dust will be there. Under your windows, dust. In your kitchen, dust. You can clean and clean, still dust will be somewhere. Even on your face, behind your ear, dust will be there. You can clean your face, even as you drive, a car can blow dust and come in the air. Some will be on your nose, some will be on your face. You will never know unless you use some special distance. Even on your distance, when you use a white handkerchief to clean, you say, oh, dust, that's on your nose. That's how your riches will be. It will be your nose. It will be under here. It will be in your shoes. It will be in your shoes. It will be under your bed. It will be on your chairs. On your chairs in the kitchen, in the hall. It will be in your car where you drive. That is there. It will be at the car boot. It will be under the car. That's all over. That's how your riches and what you live good as dust. Everywhere dust. Even look at that. No matter how many soap you can use to bath, you can do this, and still like dust will come. That's how your riches. It will be with you everywhere. Your legs, your armpits, at the back of your ear, on your eyebrow, back kata, on your neck. You clean and clean and clean. That's 2020 is your year of laying gold as stars. Glory, glory. Come. Oh, wonderful Jesus. Wonderful. We'll sing a song very soon. Oh, wonderful. You see, understanding gives you everything. Wonderful thing. And I'm feeling the anointing of God. I wish I finished this one, but it's all a package. So give me the first point for 2020 points. Give me the first one. Want to go? Help me. Want to go? If you find a thief, then he shall restore sevenfold of your blessings to you. Physically, if you see that this person has been harassing me, this person has been worrying me, if I give myself to this family member, they can destroy me. So you need to go away from him or her. You see, this person sent demon to possess you and God delivered you. Or harass you, dream. You should not, this is the enemy in this family. So 2020, from this year to 2020, discover who has been an enemy. Enemy is a demon, but the people he used is these people. I shouldn't get close. When God tells me that this is my enemy, nothing can change my mind. Enemy is what? Is what, brother? It's an enemy. Enemy is an enemy. Even if you cut your neck and give it to him like John, they will still not like you. So we see what's one pure. No matter what. So you give it to me again. If you find the thief is the devil himself. But if you find the thief, then he shall restore sevenfold. So this is what we stand on it to pray for 15 to 20 minutes. Because it's a thief. We are basing it on the Bible. Stolen, John 10 verse 10. The devil came to steal, kill, and destroy. Christ said, I am come that you may have life, have it more. But there's some things the enemy has stolen. You have the right with Luke 10:19. I give unto you power and authority to tread on serpents, on scorpions, and the word of power of the enemy. And nothing shall by enemies hurt you. It is time to take them back. So if you find the thief, then he shall restore sevenfold of your blessings to you. You give me 2. Want to go? All your blessings are coming back to you. All your blessings. It could be education. It could be new job. It could be so everything. We are entering into a new year very soon. So it could be anything you need. Everything is coming. I say everything is coming. Open your heart. Know your needs. Know what you are in need about. And don't be idle in this meeting. This is an executive and divine meeting where all angels are here. God the Father, God the Son on top, and angels are here. Don't joke. There's a smoke here. Here I come take smoke. You will never know. Thank you very much. So you give me 2 again. Want to go? All your blessings are coming back to you. Say, all my blessings are coming back to me from today into 2020. Thank you very much. And give me 3. Want to go? Want to go? Let me know. You are going to rejoice in the way of your testimonies from today. Come and say, I'm going to rejoice in testimonies and also in my riches. Come and say, I'm going to rejoice in my riches and what? Testimonies. So you can write testimonies and riches. You can change it. Testimonies, I'm going to rejoice in what? Testimonies and riches on the way. From today, you can make it from today or from now going. You can just form your own English from the preaching I've given to you. I picked them from the Bible verses I've just quoted. I don't go out of the Bible. If you preach out of the Bible, the enemy will come. You focus whatever you do from inside the Bible. The enemy is afraid of the word of God. You preach his Bible raw. You prophesy from the spirit raw. Thank you very much. So that's it. So these are points that will guide you for 2020. So you need to keep them. You can use your phone to, capture. You give me 4. One to go. One to go. All riches are coming to me. Don't say you. Okay, say all riches are coming to me. All riches. Wealth and riches. All. Prosperity, durable, possessions, or variable words. All are coming. So from here, we are going to pray. We bind, we break, and we take it. And this is what we'll be praying throughout 2020. We'll pray. We are praying until we see the miracle. We'll never stop praying. Amen. Even when you are finished praying and you will sit in your car, you are driving, your heart is still praying. Lord, riches, I will lay gold as dust. Dust on my feet. Dust below that. Dust in my nose. That's on the floor. You can clean the carpet. Still, that will be on the carpet. It's the gold. You have to pick them. Thank you very much. So you give me 4. 1 to go. All riches are coming to me. Give me 5. 1 to go. Your word is your strong word city. We pick it from the verses we just read. Yeah. So all your word is your strong city. Your word. So now, many of you don't have a strong city, strong defense. You need it. When you have the money, you have a strong city. Whoa, what da? God has blessed you, so no one can give you lifts. Because sure. Will be more lift. Sometimes your car may spoil and people will fight to take you home because you're rich. You see? Yeah, they will say, oh, let me take you. I'm not. I want to go with him. I want to take him to his house. I want to. That's it. So that's what is coming. What is, say, what from today is my strong city. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you. You gave me 6. 1 to go. Give. From today, you do what? Give and give. Give to God. Give to his work. Whether 5 cities, 10 cities, 1,000 Ghana, 2,000, 5,000. You just give. Because what you sow. When you cast your bread upon the waters, you do what? You receive it after many days. Not many years or many months. They say many days. Ecclesiastes 11 verse 1 into bracket. Give. And Luke 6:38. Luke 6:38. It said, give, and it shall be given unto you. Press down, shaken together, running over. Shall men give unto your bosom? For the same measure you give. Please, change it for me. For the same measure you give shall be measured back to you. Give, and it shall be given. Say, give, and it shall be given unto you. Change it. Give, and it shall be given unto you. Give, and it shall be given unto you. Press down, shaking over, shaking, running over. Shall men give unto my bosom? Come and say, I will give and press down and running over. Men shall give to me. See, do it. Do the little you have to do. Like if my tithe is 10 cedis. Years ago, I was praying rough when I was before Bible school. And so my tithe is 50 pesos. So God is big. I can't give him 50 pesos as tithe. Then I will eat. Then I will eat. Then I will eat. I was the poorest in the Bible school. Later, Bible school, the teaching talked about tithe, and it hit me. So I've been stealing. Already. So I'm a thief. Then I started working on myself. Later, the men, some of them who are contractors, they will take me every Friday because Saturday no Bible school. They will take me to their house and pray with them, and I will see for them, and they'll give me money. Sometimes I can sit in the car with the sand. We'll go where the sun is, and they will bring the sand. You go and sell. You count the money. You give me some, and I go to Bible school because I start praying. Now money is coming. People start helping me. They began helping me. Which means I was doing myself. I've gotten that it was not a curse, but because I said God is big and the 50 pesos If give God exact amount, tithe. If it's 10,000, give me 10,000. If it's 2 cities, give me the 2 cities. We are paid. Don't look at anybody's tithe. Give your tithe according to 1/10. Many years ago, I started paying it like 20%. When I'm going to pay, I had more to it. Because I wanted a change because in bread. And God, after many years, He started opened up for me. There's an anointing of money on me that pastors are praying for. Just on phone, God started changing them. Praying that pay your tithe, blah, blah, and I pray that I bind the devil or whatever, and they start also having the money. So you have to get it more. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, give me 7. Say not, it is enough. 1 to go. Say not, it is enough. So, no matter how God is going to bless you in 2020. But never tell yourself, like the pastor who told me from Kaswa. He says he will not worry God again about prosperity, about blessing. I said, what? Hey! If I don't need, my children need it. To marry, have children, have houses, cars, and enjoy so that they will not worry me when I grow old. Last one, the grandchildren also need it. Last one, if my children and grandchildren have the money, so there are people in the church, they are also poor. I must pray for more money and give it to them. So I mean here, or be here, major man. So never say it is enough. So I can say, the Lord say, you give birth to 8 children. So it's too much. A girl was telling me years ago. The marriage even hasn't come, and we are using children to connect to bring the man. He say it's too much. And Rebecca says, I receive it. And later she conceived because she married. God can say anytime. She said, we are going to marry you, and the man will be 4. And the girl was crying off. I said, the men are going to be 4. Say, prophet, men will be 4 there. It's what? Idolatry. I said, no. I told my mind, are you crazy? Not crazy. Crazy from the Western region. Are you crazy? Hey, you have come. You are here. I'll give it to you. I'll butcher you. He's here from Kumasi. I didn't see him. I told my mind, this girl is very crazy. Crazy. I want a very cute girl from Tama. He said, I said, I'm seeing 4 men. I said, prophet, it's son. I said, hey. It's not sin. I nearly insulted her. And I say it in my mind. Look at your small nose. Anytime you make my noise, you are in the office. I look at any part of your face that I don't like. So why? Then I start insulting you small. Yeah, I am right because you are insulting the Holy Ghost. My American is a son. Meanwhile, is a blessing. And when somebody is talking, allow the person to finish talking. Because I say, I'm seeing 4 men who are coming to fight to marry you. Wait for me to finish everything. So I have the right to say that. Then I'll be finding any part of my body I don't like. If you follow so I'm here, you follow football. You follow football. Hallelujah. Thank you very much. I'm joking with you. Say not what? It is enough. So never say this coming here. Men keep it down. When men are calling you, when they yes, they have to call you. Hey, I want to marry you. Don't shake. You have a God and a prophet who God will use them to say there, or your way. That's all. They have to call you. When people are calling me in the whole world, phone belling and calling me, I don't get confused. Neither I will have to take heart and pray. Which one have to receive the call talk to, pray, that call me once a week. We pray. I'm not bothered about 20 people calling me. I'm not bothered. I have to align my time and everything. And then I meet every need. I have to do what I have to do. If I say call 9 p.m., not so 9 a.m., also about 10 p.m., 10 p.m. Ghana time now, Adasa. That time also in the afternoon. No, then it cannot be. Let's come together. We'll be talking on the phone. Can we plan when? Because the time you are giving, it won't be in my favor. It will be in your favor. Oh, so I'm not worried about that one. So all those things are there. So give me again. Give it to me again. Want to go? Say not. It is enough. So God is about to give you plenty things. No one will be poor in the redemption, and all the loved ones. No one will be poor. Come and say, poverty is ties for my life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And last one. Give me number 8. What enriches our heart shall be. Want to go? What enriches shall be in your house from today. Say a big amen. 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 Thank you very much. So you are writing it. So the cameraman will put it again. So you write it finally. So we'll sing a song to hit ourselves before we pray 15 minutes. We're going to sing a song by the rivers of Babylon. If you have the words, you can put the words on the screen, but if it's not there, it's okay. We are singing that now that passes over. No more suffering, no more sickness, no more attack. Come on. By the rivers of Babylon. Come on. There we sat down, and there we were. Come on. Where we remember Zion. But the wind can carry us away, captivity requires from us a soul. Come on. How can we sing the Lord's song in our strength? are praying. Overcome the walls of Jericho against your finances, against your marriage, against your business, against your health, against your ministry, against your home, against your house, against your dream. What you have been saying in 2019 you are not happy about, it became unpleasant. It is time to bind and destroy, to enter into the new year with success, with fruitfulness, with super abundance and success and glory and victory. Begin to pray. Begin to pray. You are praying yourself out of issues. Come and pray. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So where we have gotten to is Psalm 34 verse 1. I will bless the Lord at all times, for his praise shall continually be in my mouth. From this time going in, after receiving prophecies from the Lord for yourself, the rest is to thank him and thank him and thank him and thank him till we end the service between 12 and 1. So we wanted to sing this song to thank him for what he has done for us. And I know you will pray with all your heart for 12 months what God has done for us. And since he has given us long life, the rest he will do it from this time going. Hallelujah. We are rest assured. So give me the first song. Obedience, Baba. Yeah. Obedience to Baba. Obedience to Baba. The Baba Makadania. Obedience to Baba. Obedience to Baba. Obedience to Baba. The Baba Makadania. Oh yeah, my no. Holy Spirit. We sang it unto the Lord for our lives and all the things He's done for us in 12 good months. Thank you in the name of Jesus, Lord. I will extol the Lord. I will bless the Lord at all times, for His praise shall continually be in my mouth. Amen. You may be seated in the power of redemption. So you are sitting for more than 1 hour, and 1 hour you are here and you are willing to hear a word from heaven, a word that you will receive either about the past or about the present or about the future concerning your life. If God speaks about the past, He's eliminating something to take you into the present or the future. If God speaks about the present, He's still taking you into the present and also the future. If God speaks about the future, it's still forward ever, backward never. God has a way of speaking. But while He's speaking, sometimes He may speak without you. He may speak about your mother, your father. Sometimes they are no more, and God may hate it to fetch something out, to disengage you, and then you will be on. God has a way of speaking. God's language is different than human language. God's language is different. And remember, prophetic ministry has many colors. So don't put all of them in one box. The one you want, that's how they prophesy. No, be very careful. We all have been manufactured differently. And we all move the way God does, whatever. Some may prophesy whilst they are preaching together. Some too, unless they finish preaching, they pray and then they'll be moving. Everyone, the way they are manufactured. We have a tickle or small car, big car, Land Cruiser, long vehicle. All of them, the load they carry, the vehicle, the number of people that ought to be in the car. So the number of people will be 5. Sometimes it's 30, sometimes it's 20, sometimes it's just whatever. So everybody the way God has made him. So you just study the person and what he carries. If you study him and you can flow with him, you'll be benefited from his gift, so that you don't come to church and waste your time. And sometimes the things we may say, some could be like parable. You should be fast to catch it and relate with your life, and then we call it home. Because some things we don't say it in the church. We are not saying to disgrace you. We are saying to help you. So never, because if a sinner is in the church, when the prophet is getting close, he thinks what he's saying, and he's saying something to disgrace him. No. We have prophecy about sin. We have prophecy about good things, about bad things, and about sin. Sometimes we keep the sin and we keep talking. Sometimes we don't mention the sin, so that we mention good things about your life, which is ahead of you, so that you fear God and stop what you're doing. That your conscience will bear you witness. He didn't mention this one, but he's able to say this, which means I have to stop what I'm doing. You see, God has a way of healing and delivering people. Sometimes, if somebody is staying with you, you always speak to him about sin, the person will say sin. But if you don't talk about sin, talk about the future, you are going to be great. The conscience will tell me, I have to stop what I'm doing. Because the way my future is going to be great. He said, you will take me to America. I will become this. Then your conscience to tell you. So there's a way we handle God's people. Being a leader, being a very good prophet, I am leading the church of God by the Spirit of God, leading them. So if somebody is invited to preach and the preaching is contrary, we don't accept that person. We are doing Holy Ghost conversion and you are preaching something different. You are contradicting the team. It grieves the Holy Spirit. And as a leader, quickly God will speak to my heart. Don't bring this guy. Bring this one, because he's preaching contradiction. Everything should be in line of the team. We are ending the year, so we have to prophesy based on the purpose of ending the year and thinking about the new year. We shouldn't speak about something contradictory that will contradict the team we have, like our year of word. So we preach about word. So words have been created. Do you understand? Words have been created. Things are happening. So God wanted to prophesy one-on-one. One-on-one. We have one-on-one prophecies. We have prophecies based on family that I haven't done some here. The whole family will come and stand here, and God will talk. And the family, God will talk. And the family. But one-on-one is just giving you about 5 minutes so that you have a taste of God's direction. It's so important. Apart from sharing the word, which it has given you a sense of humor, a direction that it has given you, it has fed your spirit, knowing that, wow, the word, what we preach about the word is in the Bible. I can't afford to limit myself and say, so let me stay where I am. Like for all the person that let's stay here. Later say, no, let's go forward. If you stay here, we'll die. If we go back to, we'll die. Let's risk and see. One day God made their legs like, horses. And the people, those enemies ran away. And they went and saw the gold and diamonds. They took some and went and had it. They took some and went and had it. And they said, if we stay here, we don't go and tell the king of Israel. It is not good. And then they packed their things and then they went and told. They say, it's a lie. Oh, it's a lie. These people, they are tricking my country to come and whatever. So no. And they sent some men with some few horses. They went. No one was in the camp. Plenty gold, diamond, everything. You see, God has a way of, causing fear to come on your enemy, to scare your enemy. God uses something simple to defeat your enemy instantly. Not something big. So we are going to prophesy from this 2 row, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I've told you. So if you pray a fool, one person first. If you pray a fool, then you are wasting your time. From then I'll continue. If you pray a fool, then you want to be a fool. All right. All right. So there's something that has covered you for these years. And the reason why, as a child of God, you don't see development, you don't see maturity, blessing, maturing, financial breakthrough, job breakthrough, you don't see the way forward. You gave yourself about 2 years in the redemption to achieve some things, but all haven't come to pass. And you struggle, but you keep encouraging yourself. You know that you have a lot of opportunities. If the doors are open, you enjoy life very well. But you're not seeing the blessings in your life. Financial blessing, a physical blessing, and the way forward, the way you've been striving isn't really coming. Sometimes you may not know what has happened. You may feel that you too, you need this, you need that. But you don't know how you could get them. You think through job, you can get them. And sometimes you may blame those around you in job that maybe they are the cause of why you are not rising to where you are going. Sometimes you may also think that maybe your degree is very low. So let me change the work and go here and go here. So that will be better for me. But normally you haven't discovered the root cause. You are using your senses to know that once I've stayed here for maybe 7 years, 8 years, I'm now being promoted or whatever. Let me go to the other side and see. So then you are using your senses to create development for yourself, which is not applicable. God's divine will for you, even though you change the job, which is the will of God, it's good to change it, but it's the same job anyway. But you have never resolved the issue as long as spiritual things are concerned. Simple. Where you are coming from with your surname, the surname, part of the surname, it means a covering. Part of the surname means a covering. A covering with something. Either covering with a net, fisherman's net, or something that covers. It covers your surname. Part of it means, I don't know, the airway. It means a covering. And somebody who covers, champions the cause, and covers rules. So the name has provided you a net, fisherman's net, the blue one, fisherman, that can catch the shark. The one that can catch shark, the holes are big. The one that can catch small fish at the coastal area, the bank of the river, that one, the nets are very small. Okay, so that's what has covered you. And they've covered you, and then they mended it for many years of your age since you were born. They've mended it, and you have been in it. You play football, you bath and you sleep, and the thing has covered you. Just imagine it. That's what I'm saying.
It's very true. The meaning of my name is like a covering. The family name, it means a covering.
Mention the name.
Awunyo. It means like a cloth, like a dress, like the way I'm wearing a dress to cover myself. That's the meaning of
it. I don't know the meaning. It's the Holy Spirit that is talking. So your father is being used to cover you and block you. So it's your father. So it's you. Your father is aimless, fugitive, run away. Many women he has taken, irresponsible. So because of the name, that is why his life became like this. So because of the name, that is why your life have become like, they have bound you, a covering. You can never, which covering? It's a shrine covering. Family name, a shrine, that's a curse that has bound you. And the Lord says, it is time for him to bring you out of the net so that you go everywhere in the whole world. The reason you can't go everywhere, the reason you can't be promoted is the net. The reason you can't marry is the net. The reason you wanted to propose to women, but you found it difficult because you want to look at your back and come before you can propose. And because money is not coming, you are unwilling to whatever. The reason you can't break through, you can't break for, you can't buy a land, you can't keep anything, because of the net. If the net is not broken, that's how your life will be. You pray Organa till the kingdom comes. No development. And the Lord says, he's sending an angel right now. In 2 minutes. He's sending an angel in 2 minutes. And the angel has knelt down with a special scissors. It's cutting from your down to up and bring you out. Just 2 minutes. Look at the time. Now the angel is cutting. He has finished cutting on your head. He's removing it to the back, then from the 2 palms, and everything will fall down. The angel will take it and will go and bend it so that the enemy will never take it back again to throw it on you because name affect. And now the angel has taken. The angel is looking at me. It's a spiritual thing. We think we are crazy. It's a spiritual thing. The angel is wearing white, and with the white scissors, he has finished cutting. And the scissor that he used to cut, the handle is white, and then the metal is steel, non-stick or steel type of whatever, silver. So he's holding them. He has put it under his armpit. And the voice of God says, I should tell you, next year with the time you will plan to marry, you will plan. That's the planning, because the money will be ready. The lady will be ready. Then you will plan when. You see, when things are available and things are changing, you can easily predict your life, how your life is going to be. So now, since you have come out, God is leading you. Great things are yet to happen. Visa, traveling, promotion, and then your exams, you will pass all of them. You will be promoted. You go on, money is coming. You go far and near. You become unstoppable. Now, I've spent almost 3 minutes with you, almost 5 minutes. The Lord has done a great work in your life. You are delivered. And then you are going to write your name when you go home. You write as soon as you reach home, you take a white sheet and write the surname. Pour oil on it, on the name. Write it on the sheets, the surname only. And you pour oil and declare a word from today. The bad side of this name will never follow me and my destiny and my family. But the good side only will follow me. And you pour oil. And then you keep the sheet in your bedroom for 1 week. And then you burn it. The bad side is gone. God bless you. When you burn, you are burning the bad side, not the name per se. Any evil that the name carries will not continue with you. So you are safe. You will never respect this revelation until from today it start opening doors for you that you know. God bless you. Thank you. All right. Somebody has disguised you in the spirit. From the day you were born until now, somebody disguised you. And God has been managing you. The Bible says, Jeremiah 18 or so. Go to the potter's house or whatever. At Jeremiah 18 and learn. Go to the potter's house and learn. And then they will break and then they will remold. This is what God has been doing with you so that God can get the actual shape He wanted from your life. So that you could be used of God, perfectly. Why? Because your parents made a mistake and put a wrong name on you. And God took the name away and gave you the biblical name, which is a heavenly name. And because of the new name, God is still reforming you. spiritually to become the shape and the type of person he wanted you to be able to use you. So God is still working on you. What is happening right now is this one. The person put something on your face that created like peacock. That created like peacock. So, and then the person disguised you as such. The reason the person disguises you as such is because you've been given the gold. You've been given diamond by birth. God created you as a perfect human being with gold and diamond and all kinds of blessings in your life. Like the devil, God created him with music, all kinds of music in heaven than any other archangel. So God gave you gold and diamond with a special music in your body. Something you will sing to console yourself anytime you are down. But the devil used somebody in your father's house to corrupt that. So once corruption has taken place and your name has been changed into gold, you have to be using the new name to be praying to retrieve. Anything God gave it to you, you think you can't enjoy them to be able to be with you and manifest them. But you haven't prayed that prayer enough. So what it has left to be taken from you is that the enemy, the person has taken your gold and then your diamond. That's why she has become too rich. She steals people's gold and diamond for her to become rich. So she took it from you because she was enjoying from you. Made a transfer of what God has put in your gene, your bloodline alone, and then had it. So what she left to take from you is peacock mouth, face, like the mouth of her horse, the face of her horse, with the mouth of a peacock. So then you have found yourself talkative from 2017 up. You like talking. You like talking.
Very true.
You find yourself talking, just talking. You have the urge to talk. Anytime you have people around you, you want her to talk. Just talk about the anything, maybe government, anything, and then you'll be talking.
Very, very true, Father. Very, very true.
Mm-hmm. So because of that, that is it. And the woman got to know that, yes, she has really succeeded on you to make you insane, stupid and idiot, so that she could enjoy from you. So she planned to come back again through any other sources to get you. Remember, the woman is a demon. The woman is a queen in witchcraft kingdom. She rules. The woman has gotten your father. The woman has gotten your stepmother. The woman has gotten your father's house. The woman has made transfer of your father's strength and property and every blessing. She had them. So you are the main person she has targeted because you were born first. And first goes with the strength of the father and the strength of the mother so that she lives longer. But because you have left, and then God is dealing with her, and God gave your strength back to you, left with your gold and diamond, which more than 50 minutes, God is going to transfer wealth and riches, the gold and diamond, anything that God puts into your gene, and the woman stole them away. Like we read and said, the thief is being found, he should pay sevenfold. That is what God is doing right now. So more than 50 minutes, everything that the woman has taken, the Holy Spirit will make a transfer in your life. So from now to January 2020, you are going to see money all the way through December and through 10 years, 15, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, and more than that. That is what God has started. So be very, very careful. And the next thing is that because of time, the next thing is that your parents could be close with the woman. But as for you, separate yourself from the extended family members and find a new family somewhere, whether in the space or whether in America, whether in Italy. Find a new family. Better to live your life.
Father, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Because they sent a message to me saying that those who have withdrawn from her, we won't enjoy. Then I asked my father that when she was saying that, what did he say? Tell her. How can you say that those who are not close to you, who have withdrawn from you, they will miss it? They are missing.
Yeah, because she put your name in her entitlement that when she's no more, she'll give you something. But that entitlement, it could be a land and a house, but it's a demon transfer of witchcraft. And it pains her that you have left because she wanted to make you blind and paralyze you and give you so much importance because she knew that you were good. If that woman is going everywhere, anywhere, to ask of your mother that why you don't keep the old name, and it's still annoying and insistent, then you know that there's something behind it. Because right now, if you are married and you have put my name on your son, about 10 years, you and your son change my name and put a new name. And I heard, when I hear it, it shouldn't worry me at all. I have children, I have a name, my name is whatever. You see, so why are you so? There's something somewhere. There's something. You know, okay? Life is individual. We breathe individually. Since you have grown and you have married, please choose your contour line. Thank you.
Thank you, Father. God bless you.
Where did you get makeups? Somebody gave you makeups. It's your husband who bought for you or who gave it to you?
Daddy,
From November and December, who gave you makeups? Something for your face. I don't know how I make cosmetics of makeups. Who gave it to you?
Daddy, please, my boss gave me makeup, but I've not used it this day.
So where is that makeups?
It's in a bag.
So the makeups is creating fire, pepper on your face. In the night, you feel heat on your face. You feel heat, like as if your eyes is close to charcoal fire.
Yes, please.
Even though you have never used it to touch your skin, but it comes on your face like fire. You think the heat, but it's not the heat. You feel heat on your eyes, heat coming on your eye, heat.
Daddy, please, it's true.
Unbearable heat or heat here on your eyes.
It's very true.
Why? If you suspect somebody as an evil person and has given you makeups, what do? You throw it out. So why are you keeping it in your bag? Because it's a witch. It's a witchcraft something.
Yes, it's true.
I'll finish. That's your problem. If you are suspicious, what is makeups? If you buy me a car and I use the car for 1 year, you say I should give your car back. I'll have to give your car back. After all, life hasn't ended. God will give me a new car. What is it? I'll finish. The way you believe in tradition, if you pray with it and you are not careful, they will take your life. The way you pray with tradition. We have the Bible tradition and we have the natural tradition made by Nananum. Nananum, those Nananum, some of them use libation. They have a secret room and some people pour libation for them. They say they will be chief, but they won't pour libation. But they pour behind them. And when they even are made chief, they change their name, they give them an old name. So whether you like it or not, there's a demon in the new name they are giving to you that will control you, sit on you, and mess you up. So be very, very careful. Be very, very careful with whatever has happened with your auntie's side. If you don't stand strong and pray for her, and you collide with some things, they will get you. Why? I'm seeing a black cloth below you here. A cross that they will buy and say contribute and you pay. And then black is a black cloth. And then you will share and go and sow for the full name that is about to come.
Very true.
But the way you believe in what you're about to do, what is it? Dead. The main person is gone. The body is nothing. The way you believe in Fununa, I can't understand. The way you believe in it, the way you put in all your strength, the way you are going about things, I'm speaking under the anointing. I don't know what I am talking about. It's the anointing that is on me. I'm saying those things. When I was preaching, I didn't see anything like that. I've opened up to the prophetic. So take care of yourself, right? You will live and not die. I cancel that. God bless you. Take good care of yourself in 2020. Take good care of your. Take your Bible and read and pray for your auntie alone. Be very careful. God bless you. Yeah, somebody gave you a new dress. A dress that is straight dress. It's lighter, like closer to Shada. And it's hanging in your room like white.
Yes, please, Daddy. Yes, please, Daddy. It's in the room.
So who gave it to you?
It's an auntie of mine.
So have you used it?
Yes, please.
So, did you provide it?
Yes, please.
There's something wrong with it. There's skeleton in it. Since you won, you've been having spine problem. Spine.
Yes,
You couldn't sleep. You think it's the bed. You've been moving here and there. They possess you with some spine. They want to cripple and just to like I don't know what one. This thing that they used to do trapdoor. The spring. They wanted to stretch your spine like what spring, so it can be divided. When it divided, you become hunchback, and you can never straighten it again. So what do? You go and throw it away and anoint your spine. Other than that.
Okay, thank you very much.
You are giving to Jesus. It's not me. I haven't done anything. God bless you. You are saved. Be careful. The vision for prophetic ministry tonight is Book of Kings, 2 Kings, where the sons of the prophet told Elisha, who had become their father, they say the place where they were staying is very small. So they wanted to ask him the permission to go to bush, the forest, to cut some timbers and come and use them to expand the place they were living. Timber for bathroom, toilet, and kitchen to expand, because there were many, so they sleep in one room, heat. So they beg and say, go. When they were going, they say, oh, then Daddy, why don't you go with us? And Elisha, the prophet, the very powerful prophet, he was received a double from Elijah. He served him, and then he went with them. The whole thing this evening about what I'm talking under the anointing, all summarized to this message. It means what? You need a prophet. You need a spiritual leader. Somebody who may not envy you when you break through physically even more than him. You will still tell you the truth. That may guide you and keep on expanding and expanding and expanding and expanding. That's all. You want to market. And somebody, you bought tomatoes and then lettuce and some few stuff. This week, you want to market and bought something. Did this week or last week? You bought something, few things like tomato, whatever, to come and cook stew, whatever.
Yes, Daddy. Please, last week.
So when you bought it, the lady gave you some.
Yes, Daddy.
The lady is heavy.
Yes, Daddy.
Heavy than, bigger than me.
Yes,
Get up. She's bigger than this one. Bigger than this one. And then she gave you extra. Sit down. She gave you extra tomato, extra whatever.
Yes, Daddy.
And then you came home, so you cook from. So then last week you cook. You start feeling cold and hot temperature. Cold and hot temperature. You start feeling that pneumonia inside. You start getting disorganized.
That is very true.
Up to now. So it's like you battle, because he wanted to use that tomato or whatever she gave like in todo to take away your gold, your health, your life, to kill you at this time so that you don't see 2020.
Daddy, please, last week after church, when I waked up in the morning, I was not feeling fine.
So you bought those things last week?
Yes, please.
And the lady is a little big,
Yes,
a nice lady, and she was smiling, chatting with you, and she gave you introdo.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
and then from then you cook, and from then,
So Daddy, please, when I waked up in the morning, I was not feeling fine. So I have to set a lie on myself and put some drip on me before
in your room?
In my room.
Because you were a nurse.
No, please. I was not feeling fine at all.
So
I was very weak.
You did the transfusion.
Yes, please, Daddy.
Wow.
I did myself, and after I took some medication before I was able to do something on my own. So
Because you became heavy.
I became.
And you're breathing.
Yes.
You couldn't breathe well.
I was not able to even breathe well.
Why? Because Ntodono was a demon. My wife, she's a prophetic. When she go to market and they give her Ntodo, she will throw it away, drop it in the taxi, or people who will carry the things from the market to her car. She will give it to them as a gift, whatever, because she knew that she went and bought that, so that she said that they will love her and say, "I saw your billboard. Aren't you the one?" He said, "She's not the one." So, "Oh, but it's you." And they gave her Ntodo, and then she will take it out. She can even bring it to the house, and she will send that. No, she should park at a Kokrobite or whatever and throw it away in the bush. So she marked the Ntodo. She knew it, and she put it somewhere, and then she threw it away. Because it's a prod. In this world, the only benefit you can get from is somebody you know, a true friend that you can take advantage. But if you take advantage on market people who are watchers, they can easily whatever. So the heaviness is that the heaviness, you still feel the heaviness. You have managed to come because we wanted to see 31st. The heaviness is that you feel a little heavy.
Yes, Daddy.
And then you feel a little dizzy as if you are boozed.
Yes, Daddy.
And then so now your eyes want to, and then you control yourself.
Yes, Daddy.
So it's a demon who will drag it out very soon. Thank you very much. You are careful. Thank you. You are giving to Jesus, brother. Okay. What have you learned from it?
That when you go to the market, you shouldn't use the ones they have added.
So if they give it to you,
you throw it away.
When you leave the person,
yeah,
you mark the whatever. If it's avocado, you bought about 5, and they gave you extra 2.
You throw that extra.
You need to mark the
extra 2 and throw it out.
Because you went and used the one to bought the things you wanted. You don't want anybody to give you additional whatever. Additional product. Because it could be that it's an evil. Learn something from that. You don't accuse anybody, but you learn something from that one. Appear edifuda, hey, ube you are at one tantum. Just be content with the little you have. When you go to Capecoast and people are dead, that's why people will wear some big knickers for party. And they say, they haven't served me. Meanwhile, they have served him. Tell somebody. Think about it. Yeah. So somebody in your mom family is about to get wedded.
Okay, Daddy.
Somebody in the family is about to marry.
Okay.
2020. As soon as you hear that the person is preparing to marry, either to marry in a different religion or the same religion, it doesn't matter, but it's a sign. It will be your time to get into exactly what you do.
Amen. I receive
it. Pray from now towards the 7th month of 2020.
I receive it. Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you. So this month, you took your old dresses and then you threw them away.
Yes, Daddy.
And you took your underwear. I don't want to go so deep. Panties, underwear. And then you toned them and then you put it in the bag and tied it and put it in the rubbish somewhere.
That didn't create.
Huh?
And create.
That's good. So when you did that, You start having a dream of a man chasing you. When you went and threw it away, dog went for the panties and took it away and used that teeth to bite and see what is inside. So the dog divided everything and messed it up somewhere and took it away. And from then, you start having 1.5 years, you start having dreams about somebody chasing you on the below a mountain. You have to run, mountain. You have to run and climb.
That is true.
Oh,
that is true.
Talk about it. What did you dream?
That in Pacho, panties ni entire na wakanya no kwe. But the no. Na me baby, all of a sudden the baby started to chase him. Oh chasing, meaning baby will feel started to chasing. Me soon gone. Oh chasing baby me Fabiano on the mechi. Baby me Fabiano the mechi. Na me the tawe.
All right, because you should have gone to throw it away far from the house. And somebody spotted you through the dog. The dog is a demon. Physical dog is a demon. And took it away. When you are throwing some things away from your life, when I'm throwing old things into the baller, they carry it from whichever area. She will drive to pass through Obrogo and go to the baller she normally goes is not the area. We don't put rubbish in our area. When you come to my house, you see a rubbish they put there. We don't add it to it. 1, occultic people are living in the area. 2, the spiritual and physical, they can go and pick something that we have put there to use it to fight against us. And 3, because we know spiritual things, she will rather drive the red car and go into all the baller that she accumulated to Malam Market inside. Hey, Malam Wija. So what? Malam inside. Malam Junction. There's a baller there near the public school. And sometimes, even if our old dresses, she'll go with matches and she'll go with the kerosene and she will command the boys, take this money, burn it. They said they wanted to have it. So no, don't have it. She will sit down and make sure all is burnt before she comes home. Why? We know that if they were. Think about it. If you are not careful, the dress, the long sleeve that you are thrown away, you may pass Malam and you see a mad person wearing your shirt. It will pain you. Ah, this is the shirt I've been wearing. My shirt. No, I don't know him. And it can mean many things against you. So you do what? You burn it. Except panties, you have to burn it. You don't throw it away. I pray for you.
Thank you, Dad.
The man was doing everything to kill you. And you start having a little scratch in your body. The scratch that stopped some time ago on your private part or whatever, it's start coming small. It starts starting again. Why? Because, you see, you need prophetical. You need to understand prophetic. Not just pray for me. Not just tell me what God is saying. You need to know the indications. So I'll pray for you. In the end, what do? As a prophet who is a spiritual, a girl mother, I'll do what? Pray for you, because these are small girls. They don't know their letter. How could somebody you are suspect that is a witch, she's a witch, and give you makeups and you do what?
You went.
And then you do?
You take it and.
No. And you do what?
You have to throw it away.
No. Somebody gives you makeup and you put it in your bag. You put it in your bag. You suspect that person is an evil person. No, you make the work more whatever. Difficult. No. Are you in your right sense? I'm in the spirit, so don't be offended. If it's my daughter, mommy even can try to even beat her, because we've been talking to her all the time. I mean, you suspect that. So how can makeup be a gold and you keep it and you carry it? If I operate in a different level, you'll be offended and say, prophet is too hard. Oh, but I am helping you. You may fall sick. You may fall sick and they rush you to the hospital, may God forbid, because you ate toilet, may God forbid. Doctor asks you what happened. So sorry, she ate toilet. Oh, toilet! And they give you 9 injections. They will cancel you, rebuke you, but they say lie down and they'll give it to you. Pain. 9 injections. It's very, very painful. So for me to give you prophecy, and God has fetched the program, I have to give you injection. Rebuke. That is when, with this realm, some people don't like me. They wanted me to pamper them even though they make a mistake. They made a mistake. How can I pamper you in the midst of nonsense? So she doesn't know her letter. She is in the prophetic church. She is a prophet's spiritual daughter, but she doesn't know anything prophetic. They think prophecy is car, money, wedding, asa. But you need to understand prophetic and use it to protect what? Yourself. Why, mommy, my wife, go to what do you call it? Malam, inside market to go and throw the ball away every 2 weeks. So that we don't throw it in front of the area. We don't do anything. We don't put anything there. We don't bear anything there. Every day, she'll package them with black rubber, print a big one. She says, mommy, why? So I'm saying, I'm praying that as you are going, you will make those small cars so that you pay. So that one, they charge you. But the petrol you go is the same thing. And you are still squeezing the money. So that she will sit them and pay. And then she come home early. Think about it, though. Life is hard work. When the enemies are around, you need to pray your cards very well so that you don't become lazy for them to whatever come and sit on you. After all, it's your life. If you wanted them, anything you are allowed on earth will be allowed in heaven. Anything you disallowed on earth will be disallowed to you. All depends on you. I'll pray for you. Thank you.
Thank you. You have to work on your character, because 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, you dreamed and you saw that, like you had a dream, like you're about to do wedding. You're about to do wedding. The thought you had is the thought you had, and it became like marriage in the dream. And they are organizing, they're about to cook and organizing themselves, like you are going to see the husband, whatever. That's a dream that you have 1.5 years ago. You have that dream, like you are preparing yourself, they have to keep you in your room, something like that. Preparation towards the wedding. You felt it that, hey, when am I? That's a dream. It's not even a dream. You thought of it and it became a dream.
Yes, that is true.
And from then, because you thought of it, evil spirit came into your dream, like husband and wife affairs in the dream. And then the next day, you started misbehaving. You started behaving toward those you were staying with. Look at that. You see, look at what the Bible says, give and give. It is not what? Enough. Even if from now going, you are heading towards wedding, and you will remember that maybe wedding is coming and giving is coming, and you misbehave. I'm a prophet. I can pray to block it. I can do anything against it. If you don't pray your cards well, because what you are looking for and what God is about to give to you, some people also have been in the queue for many years. And also we use service to be escalated. When you serve, God give us best things. So if God, you are being serving, it's a true service, either your mom or anybody you are staying with, if you are serving Christ through that person, because Christ in you, what? The hope of your glory. Christ in you. So if Christ is in you, it's in me, it's in you. So if I serve this one, I'm serving Christ through him. He says that when he was sick, when he was in prison, when he was hungry, he did not visit him. He said, Lord, he did not visit him. Lord, where were you? Whatever. He said, as you haven't done for your brother and sister, you haven't done it for me. If you don't learn simple education, sense of humor and humility, you will lose a great blessing. Huh?
Yes, Daddy.
Please.
Yes, Daddy.
If you don't take good care of yourself and if you allow pride to get into you, you lose the rank, the dimension that God is bringing you into. So be very, 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 very careful about your life. 2020, monitor your character. work on your character to become a better you all the time.
Yes, Daddy. Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you. Have you learned something from them? Which one did you learn from them?
From which one? From which one? From which one?
I say, which one did you learn from them?
Okay, I would say I learned something from wisdom.
About what?
The name covering is system.
So what did you learn? All this part of it too. Okay. What did you learn about the prophecies God gave? Okay, you may be seated.
I learned that if you suspect someone and the person gives you something, you should throw it away. You shouldn't keep it. And also, something belonging to you, like your clothes, you should burn it. You shouldn't just dash it out to somebody you don't know spiritually.
Thank you very much. If you can remember the dream you dreamed 2019. The dream, there was a key in your hand, and then you saw a door, and you got to know that this could be your house. The door is a wooden door that had been closed with a, what do you call it? A porch, veranda, a porch. And you went in the dream 2 times, different occasions, and you will open the door. You tried that, you couldn't open. You couldn't open the door.
Yes, I remember I had a dream, and I was from outside entering the house, but I saw that there was a steps, but the steps was like it was tall. So I stood there and I saw that they have parked chairs around, but I didn't remember if I entered or not.
So, which means you were blocked. That's what you saw.
Yes.
I'll pray with you. That's all. Where you were going was your house. Where you were going was a place for you. That land, that house, everything then belonged to you. It belongs to you. It's a spiritual thing. But the enemy put something there as you saw. And the enemy, you had the power, the key, that's authority, to open the door, but you couldn't enter. Somebody put something there to prevent you not to go. All about your life, all about your marriage, all about your children, all about your finances, all about your business, all about your health, all about any good thing you are to enjoy because you have never sinned against God. You have been a faithful girl. And you don't deserve to go through what you have been through for more than 5 years. So God says He's going to destroy the lumber and timber and any balusters or barriers they have put in place to use to work against you. He's going to remove all of them today. And it's going to take you into your original house, original elevation, and original promotion. 2020, He's bringing money into your hands to start a new business. No one can prevent you. The business you started in Accra, it will grow and become a great company, a great business in Accra. You buy a land and a house out of it in 2020. I prophesy.
Amen.
So don't give up. Let those who have accused you for something you haven't done keep accusing you. But God is about to prove to them that you are God's daughter. Your hands are clean. You love the Lord so much. Money is coming. I'll pray for you. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, so this year, one of your dreams that God sees that it is not a good dream. It's a big snake that you saw were coming close to you to attack you. You did everything to prevent the snake from attacking you. That's a big snake came to you in the dream to attack you this year, from this year, 2019. And you did everything. If you don't remember, don't worry. And the snake is still here. It's a battle that is ongoing. Like, if you are not overcoming them completely, they will still have a way of coming to worry you. Why? Because you are a special person. They will still have a way to come to you to attack you because you are very special. So work on yourself and then ask God 2020. And now we are in 2020. Put on together for the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. So say, the past is gone and the new has begun. So you sit down and then enjoy the direction. Since you have entered, you have entered. Come and say, I have entered into a good year. A year that grows would make a home. Thank you very much. So the snake is your rival. It's playing a role like your rival. Marriage is there. And it's doing everything to bite you, to give you a poison. So that you have swollen legs and many other things. So that you become spiritually weak. Not to pray the way you ought to. So they could not possess your land. So it is time to remember, it's a message from heaven. What I'm giving to you is not from me, it's from God. It's time to increase your anointing and pray to God to fill you with more anointing, fresh oil, in order to battle and to conquer them. The Lord told Joshua in Joshua 6, he says, see, Joshua says, I've given you Jericho and their king, the mighty man of valor. He says, go and conquer them. See, accept that I have already defeated them for you. The Jericho, their king and the mighty men of valor. So then what you have to do is to go ahead and fight to conquer, so that you have the liberty to marry. You have the liberty to do some things in 2020. God has given you marriage already. But the enemies of your mom's house are still disturbing you in the realm of the spirit. They have made you too cold. You are praying, but your prayer doesn't overcome some things. So it is time to arise so that God may prove the blessings of God in your own life. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prophet.
Thank you. So you give me the second song. You may stand or sit to sing coolly. Now you are arranging yourselves. Thank you. God is wonderful. He wanted a song, so we have to give it to him, then we carry on. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Yeah, so 2020 this year, and the Lord has organized marriage for you. So organize yourself in prayer. Once a month you fast. Sow your marital seed every month. Pay your tithe well, and then you keep on praying. And also, whoever is coming to marry you, find out from his church whether he pays tithe. Any man who doesn't pay tithe, when you marry him, it means that he can't care for you. If he pays tithe, it means that when he marries you, you also do what? Take good care of you. So organize yourself. It's happening this very year. I'm seeing August and September. So prepare yourself. There is no battle, there is no war around it, there is no program around. All is planning. You and him. And then you get there. God bless you. Thank you. God bless you. So very soon you put the promise ring on your hand. And then from promise ring to engagement ring. From engagement ring, you go to wedding ring. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Your name is what I've forgotten? Your Collins. Collins from Kumasi. You have time. You are comfortable. Just 31st. All right. So the Lord is with you. And the Lord has made you to be like Samson. And because you are Samson, they will try you and they will never overcome you. Because your spirit has been turned into the anointing of Samson. An anointing of Caleb. Caleb in the Bible, Numbers 13 and 14 chapters. And then Judges 14, 15 about Samson. So that's the level you are. Because this year, one of the dreams that you have, that you are fighting with one of the animal kingdom, whether it's deer or something, the thing came to you and you were fighting. You're able to overcome it. An animal in the dream, you've battled with it.
Yes, sir. That's true, sir.
It's about what kind of animal?
I would say it's a beast because it has a face to be like a beast.
A beast, okay. Is that the face of what? You say what you mean?
A face like a lion. It has a part to be like a horse.
Okay.
A part to be like a cat.
Okay.
And fox.
Okay. And you fought.
Yes,
you
sir.
swear it was like electrical shock. You really fought.
Very sure.
It's a demon in your mom's house, and it has overcome your demon, overcome your mom. But as for you, they tried and they couldn't.
Amen.
So you'll be the head, not a tail, above, not beneath. So you are going to break through over 10 years, 15 years ahead of you. All this financial breakthrough, physical breakthrough, material breakthrough. You are going to marry this very year in your own time. In your own time this year, because money is coming. God will find you a better job. You travel this year to abroad and go and come back. America and go and come back. Amen. And you marry. The doors are open.
Amen.
So you are hot. You are hot. You are hot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like I said, you are hot.
Yes, sir. Samson.
Okay, God bless you. Thank you. Okay. God bless you. The Bible says, Ephesians 6, verse 10 to 18. Verse 10 says, we are not fighting against flesh and blood. Verse 10 says that, 11 says we are not fighting against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers and wicked spirit. It means that you have to upgrade your anointing to be able to target what you wanted to fight to have them. You shouldn't leave it like that, because when the battle gets stronger or tough, then prophetically you also grows your miracle. But if the battle gets so tense and tough and you leave it like that, the enemy will have an upper hand on you, and what you are expecting could not be achieved. Because we battled to win. We fought to win the battle long time. Like we are going to have conventions. So December I pray and I got all of them. I have to battle to pray to know the mind of God for next year, which is this year 2020. And it says this year, April program, it will be your favor is here. And then August, it will be possess your glory. And then December, it means fight to win. They are there. They are there. Well, when you pray ahead and you get the keys and everything, the notes, you sleep. Not when it's 1 week for the program and then you struggle to pray. So it's the same thing with preparation. Preparing towards something that is dear to your heart. When the battle gets too tough, that's where you relax. You get discouraged because you don't see the unseen. When things get so tough, that's why you need to keep pressing so that you get close to the end of the road. And when you are fighting or things are not working the way you are expecting, you should not leave it like that, because it is not only God who will fight for you 100%. God will take 50, you also do what? Take 50. So you and God are fighting the battle together. In Joshua 10, God told Joshua to kill the enemies. They were killing, the soldiers were killing the enemies, the Israeli soldiers, whilst God was also throwing stones on the enemies. Why God didn't do all? He was fighting with his children together against the enemies. The enemies they were fighting, they were also created by God himself. So I know if you're a spiritual person, you really understand. God brought the marriage. God opened the door. But you allow the devil to have a good day. When the marriage is coming, it's a sign, indication. You hide to fast and pray. You don't use makeup. You don't use dressing. You go and hide and pray. You go and hide somewhere and you keep praying. Lord, is it my time and is it for me? Then you battle. Turn, it changes. You don't leave it like that. So it's coming again this very year in a different form. Start praying, start seeking, start not only fasting, start mean business with God. Don't just be in business with your company job only and you leave the prayer side unto God. No. So mean business. Fight to win. December program is what? Fight to win. Because you were born to win. And you were born a winner. And do that one, and God will do everything. Lastly, God has put good things before you. But you need to fight later. Then you push the enemy out, and the blessings will begin to. Because when one door opens, all the doors, all the expectations will be coming one by one. So that's what God has organized for you. Lastly, third one, pay your tithe well. If you can pay your tithe well, God will take the 50. And you also do what? Have the 50. May the Lord be with you.
Thank you.
So favor for you. Amen. Favor for you this very year. 2020 is going to be your year for favor. Amen. Favor in every area of your life. Amen. And you'll be married this very year, I prophesy. Jesus' name. God bless you. Thank you. Let me focus on this woman. It's something that we see, so we have to, whatever. It's when you are not being organized well, we feel it here. You need to organize yourself well. Mm-hmm. We see some things, we can't talk about it. Mm-hmm. I guess I wanted to favor her, but God can't let me stop, whatever. It's a convention. It's like 31st all night. It goes with direction. So if you don't pray, cooperate, you will lose. It's something you will do. The Holy Spirit may not be happy about it. Something you will do. Mm-hmm. So he says this year is going to be your year of declaration. Declaration, like the house has been built, for example, and they have to furnish the house. Like a store have been built, so that they decorate the store and then they inaugurate the store, whatever, and then many other things. So decoration, I know you understand. God is coming to decorate you. Mm-hmm. It's coming to decorate you, and the connection here is the book of Esther. Esther 1, 2, 3, 4. You read the book of Esther, the whole book is for you this very year. What God did for Esther is the same thing God is coming to you. Not in terms of marriage, but the way she stood for her people. Fasted 21 days, for example. And the Lord later saved them and then their people. And then her uncle Mordecai was saved. And many blessings also came up. And that is what God is about to. God is bringing victory. He's bringing honor. That is, in conclusion, declaration. With money, with breakthrough. Declaration means coming to decorate your body with a good designer, good dress, and whatever. That's the realm you are in. Which means something that God is about to do. But pray the role of Esther, who used a little fasting. I'm not saying you should fast 21 days. No. Pray that rule. You read Esther well and you will understand. That's the realm you are in. That's the language of the Holy Ghost for you. Mm-hmm. So this year, you'll not borrow. This year, you'll not struggle. This year, God has opened more doors for you to enjoy. So get ready for super abundance. God is with you. This year, your hand will not be on the floor or hit the ground. But God is going to put blessings in your mouth, like as Psalm 81 verse 10 says. Open your mouth wide and what? And I will fill it. So just open and God will fill it. That's what God's about to do. And so you will never lack. God himself by his own divine power is going to provide for you and your house. Amen. May God bless you. Jesus, much. Thank you.
Thank you.
So you need to pray a prayer of separation. A prayer of being separated from the past. After you have been delivered, the deliverance is ongoing, but you have a power to pray and you keep on praying a prayer of separation. Why? Because you were born great. You were born as a king. And the Bible says, 1 Peter 2 verse 9, we are kings and priests unto God his Father, like Revelation 5. So the enemy sees that because you are a king or a queen, a king in the spirit, you have everything. That's why they came to deprive you. They came to empty you. They came to mess you up. Opposite of this is this. Opposite of too much of attack. It means that they see that you have a future. You have four brothers in the room. But as for you, you receive more attack than the rest of the brothers. It means that you are going to become greater than all of them. Opposite of poverty, it means that you are going to become rich. If you can manage it, you come out of it. So this year you had a dream. In the dream, one of the dreams you had is that somebody was kissing you, putting his mouth on his mouth dialect. And you did everything to separate the mouth, but you couldn't.
Yes, Papa. Like I said earlier, I do have several of the dreams, but I end up not remembering.
Is it odd?
I dream a lot, but most often I end up not remembering any of the dreams.
Okay, so I'll pray with you. I'll pray with you. It also means something. When you dream, you don't remember. You know that you have dreamed, but you couldn't remember head to tail. It means something. Yeah. So I'm seeing your mouth. I'm seeing your mouth transfer. So when it happened, somebody was kissing you in the dream. All that you found just about 5 minutes ago is that saliva will stay in your mouth and you throw. Saliva will stay in your mouth and you throw. Saliva will stay. You haven't eaten. You haven't fed of eating, and then you will throw. Saliva will stay in your mouth and then you will throw. So every day you want to find a place to spit. So because saliva is coming too much, you put a tissue in your bag. So in your car, you spit in the tissue. Put it in your bag. You spit in the tissue.
That's true, Papa.
So that is the indication. So I'll pray with you, and then the thing is here. The person is here is a man. Put his mouth on your mouth to transfer what is in him to me. It's a demon. So when you are delivered to have the strength to also to continue to deliver yourself. So I pray for you because I'm seeing money coming. I'm seeing marriage will come. Marriage will come in 1.5 years. So you need to slow down, because if you marry today and you are not fully delivered by your own confession, they'll come back. They'll come back to mess the man up. If the man is not Rambo like me, they'll mess him up. Some men, they are not strong. Some men are business-oriented men, always busy at work. They pray later. The fire is later. So they can easily, enter him and then whatever. So you need to give yourself. God wanted you to marry a year later, almost 1.5 years in between. And then you marry. So the man you marry is very tall from a different church. He's coming. He's coming here and you will see him. Huh?
Yes, Papa.
God bless you. Thank you. All right. Yeah, so, sorry. What you have been feeling recently that you're not happy is about your stomach, your womb. You're feeling either it's gas.
Yes, Daddy.
Then later it turns into pain.
Yes, Daddy.
And then in 4 months, 5 months, 6 months ago, you feel like as if there's a movement.
Yes, Daddy.
Something is moving from here to here. You can even put your hand there.
Yes, Daddy.
And that's it.
When I came this evening, I still felt the pain.
Yeah, and so that you feel it like a small ball. It's moving. Pain.
Yes, Daddy.
So I don't know why it connects to your womb. It connects to your womb. Because it connects to your womb, your menses will stop between the 3rd and the 4th day.
It stops on the 3rd day. The 4th day won't come, and the 5th day, a small one will come.
Yeah, so when it stops between the 3rd and the 4th day, and the 3rd day, the blood, from 1st to 2nd day, 3rd day, the blood will come fine.
Yes,
but
Daddy.
the 4th day, it will dry. When it dries, then it becomes like a yellow water coming.
Yes, Daddy.
And then you will not see it again until next month.
Yes, Daddy.
So it's something that is moving like this tennis ball, or call it mouse ball. It's moving. It's moving in the womb. Small one. Somebody threw it there. Somebody threw it. Somebody gave you ballot 2017 to 2018, 2009. Somebody gave you ballot. Brown dash. Brown, black belt, rounded belt. Somebody gave you belt.
I normally use that belt on my uniform.
Okay.
Yes, Daddy.
So how did you get it?
I took it from a friend.
Okay, so So the friend gave you birth to put in a mouse ball in your womb because she envies you. And I've seen that because you have discussed about your future. And I've seen that you're about to marry and break through. She wants to put something to block the tube where you could receive the seed from your husband and then it will turn it into a baby, whatever. So what do you do when you go home? Okay, I'll pray for you. Marriage is coming. They can't hinder your children. So you need to be suspicious about a friend who gave you that bird.
Yes,
it's big. It's big.
Yes, Daddy.
It's big, round.
Yes, Daddy.
Take care. God loves you. I pray for you. Money is coming. Thank you.
Amen.
So look at how life from your mom's side is being used to destroy your life. Look at all the things you've been through. You should like you are to stay with your husband, but the family demon will fight you not to stay with your husband, so that you'll be single and have a child, so that you don't end in the end have husband to stay with you, because there's a curse on your mom's house. All of them have babies and many don't have husbands. Husband may come and something will suck them, and then it goes to affect your business, your trading, and then the trading turns into debt. A cow because of if he other casho ubiase na ye money yes kana ejitochia a cow no if you like na by basa. So have you married? Okay, so that is it. So they've taken him away, and the same thing with your other sisters, the same thing. So that's a shame, that's a disgrace from your mom's side. Umami fi no akese we hina the mama obi anya awarapa, but the spirit says omo obi atum wawo enyaba, but one ma obi anyi besia wabatena nencha. Oya spiritual thing. Onyawo mami onyawo oya ofi ebushanimu is coming from the family, and it has reached your time. So I have to pray for you for God to change the situation for you. Mm-hmm. So now your business, because of if you will fight you spiritual. What can you fear for? Or a familiar spirit or a demons of wakata ebushani now do. Where you mama if you bosom, where you mama if you man away and away and now was which where you my zempa if we are bowoko tonazeko na be whatever. But in the day you are before the Lord, God is going to change your situation around. Yami be imguasina if you wonder. Yami mama ne helican like a wind. Obey imguasina whom we need if you are ama ebusafono. Now we will talk that this year one more done for about akatene. Mama seka. Now which man so he will bring money into your life to be able to drink it out.